What is up, guys? Today's video has literally no point. I'm driving up to the cabin for the weekend for the BBO 2025 and Milstream disc golf course, one of my favorites, St. Joe, Minnesota, happens to be pretty much on the way. So we decided to stop. We're gonna play a quick 18, get back on the road. Figured I'd take you guys along. Let's get right into it.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
Hole number 1, 554-foot par 4, basket all the way down there. I don't think any of the roads play as OB because they kind of just run through the fairway. We're gonna take a couple DD1s, 2 off 1, late flip type of hole, keep it low. Oh, that's really good. Get a little stability. Okay, that's an eagle throw. If I can hit that same flight with the Stratosphere, get a little more finish. Oh yeah, we got an eagle. Oh no! So growing up playing disc golf in Minnesota, Milstream was one of the courses that I was able to get to early on, and it was always one of my favorites. It always seemed to be a course that you could throw your whole bag on. It has a lot of different shot shapes. Pretty sure there was like a slight redesign out here. There's new Mach X's. I think I've played it once since then, but I don't really remember. You probably saw my video, my in the bag out at Annandale. Annandale, Milstream, and then Crown College, which I'm sure I'll be getting to eventually as well. Those 3 courses, they're not like my home courses, but growing up they are some of the first 18-hole courses that I was able to get to on like a semi-regular basis. And so every time I'm back in Minnesota, I just gotta play them, and it's just nostalgic. Some of my favorites. Both DD1s, pretty solid. Little PA3 upshot here. Little road skipper. Sit. Birdie. Gotta warm up a couple putts here. At least some, 10-footers. We're rolling. Hole number 2, either 256 or 322. I think it's 322 because the other one I remember it being a little straighter. Probably not the perfect disc for it, but we just picked up a Meteor. I've been wanting something that's like a guaranteed flip rather than my beat up Buzz SS being like kind of still has a little bit of stability, I guess. So we snagged one of these at Play It Again Sports down the road. See if we can throw a nice pushy hyzer with it. Wow, that had a lot more stability than I kind of thought it would. I thought I'd get to flat. Meteors are -3.0, I think, so pretty flippy based on the numbers. But if I remember right from my limited throws with a Meteor, it really isn't that understable. Probably gonna have to beat it up a touch, but I think it has more potential to be that guaranteed flip up and drag right. Maybe even some mid-range rollers. More than my Buzz SS. Yeah, definitely a little short on this one, but wanted to test it out. Felt like it was a good hole for it. Get down. Oh! Just a little max weight stock Z Meteor, but it's got a little bit of swirls in there. I don't know, feels really nice. Hole number 3, 410 feet. It's the Mach X way out there. There's also a disc catcher as a shorter pin, but this is a hole I feel like I've always thought plays so much further than 410 feet. A little heady, I think we're gonna have to go Venom. Ooh! Get some flip. Oh, it's going so far left. Decent. Now that I kind of feel the wind, it's a little more of like maybe a right to left heady. So I needed to put that flatter. Honestly, without the right to left, I think this is a pretty good bid. See if I can get a good long stepper here. I had some good speed on it though, nice and flat. It says it's 340 feet. Milstream is one of them courses where I do not believe almost a single one of the distances, because it's just, 340 is not that far, and this hole is very far. So let's go DD1. Probably gonna go a little more stable one. just because you obviously don't want to like drift it to the right. This is probably one of my favorite holes out here though. Oh yeah, that's the best shot I've ever thrown on this hole. We might birdie it. Oh, I over popped it. Come on. Can't see the pin on this one, but hole 5 looks like it's in, I'm gonna say the 268 pin, basically the smaller pine tree right there. If you flash a forehand right in front of that, you should be par. Go with the zone. Little right, but if it gets down, I'll be good. Hit the tree. Take that. Decent zone shot here. Gotta work on not sawing off my forehands. Oh, that is gonzo. Let me move the camera. I guess maybe not like total death putt, but you know, you got this behind the basket, a little downhill. I didn't leave it short. That sucks. So if you've ever played Milstream, there is a chance that you've seen the basket for whatever hole is across the pond and not known that there's a pond, and then had the hole 7 massacre at Milstream happen to you where you throw half your bag into the pond, which is no fun. Not that that's happened to me and my friends at all. The basket's actually just tucked right here around the corner, like 160 feet. Water looks kind of high right now. That might be in the water. Oh no, it's parked. Let's go. This is one of them holes where it should be a birdie every time, but it still feels good to get. Just because it's a little dangerous. Beautiful shot here. Dead straight, a little hyzer, but you got the water to carry. You don't want to be too far left, obviously. In the woods, 305 it says. I kind of think this is a strike hole, mainly because that's the only disc in my bag I'm willing to maybe lose. I got like 40 of them, guys, so, you know, replaceable. That's a nice ace run, though. Get down. Oh, deep in the woods. I'm excited today to see if Milstream still kind of lives up to the idea that I've always had about it in my head. You know, and it is just what makes a good course, in my opinion, is when you get to throw your whole bag. Nothing is worse than going to a disc golf course and you only throw like one or two discs out of your bag. And sometimes it can be fun because you get that one disc dialed. And honestly, in like a tournament, I kind of like when it's like that because I just throw Buzz Assess over and over again, or DD1 or whatever. But playing casual and trying to really like practice and enjoy the round, nothing better than a course that forces you to use everything in your bag and like makes you actually think like, hey, do I actually know what this disc is gonna do? So that's kind of the question I guess we'll answer at the end of this is, does it still hold up? Because I don't know, it's been a while. I am super happy to see the grass is freshly mowed. Everything looks nice out here because this is one of them courses that can have pretty bad mosquitoes, can get pretty overgrown. Looks like we pushed a little deep here, 300 feet downhill. Definitely not a strike shot normally. Ah, good layup, dude. What was that? Quick reminder, these are still available at birdiediscgolfsupply.com. And if you send me a DM and you're like extra nice, I do have a bunch of these that I'd maybe sign, Frisbee Club stamp on the back and sell to you directly. I don't know, DM me if that interests you. Hole number 8, par 5 it says. Basically, most holes on this course, other than the legit par 4s, I think you can kind of take them and split or subtract 1 from the pars. I wonder what it says on UDisc. That's hilarious. But 350, this is a very tricky hole though. This is the hole that on hole 6 you can see off in the distance, and it's kind of out to the right on like a peninsula. The park at play is like a nasty forehand, but I'm just gonna try and play for the old 3 today because I want to see how this cicada's flying. Right side gap, hyzer off a touch. Give me an upshot. Oh, thank you, wind lift, because that is perfect, and it was not going to be perfect. Not my best effort, but should get the job done. You want to know how I'm growing up, guys? Is I used to barely even play on days when there was kind of like a decent wind, and now they're kind of my favorite because they really kind of keep you honest. Oh, that's one of them putts where I think stays on any basket other than a Mach X. Hole 9, 270 feet, little push hyzer, buzz assess. You don't really write it up better than this. Too low. Kick. That'll putt. Luckily we kind of hit up in this hillside and kicked back down, but a solid probably 45, 50 left to go. Come on. Ah, the jumper or stepper has been feeling solid lately. Golly. Not making them all, but they're at least feeling good out of the hand on a good line. Hole number 10, 315 feet. You can kind of see like the tree gap up there, and it's pretty much, you want to skip a forehand up in there and then jump 20, 30 feet to the right. Really a good hole, honestly. Just a really good green. We're gonna go Venom forehand. Trust the height. If that gets clean, it's gonna have a look. Really forcing myself to throw more forehands recently, and I can feel the swing coming back. I can feel the trust. The Venom, honestly, has really just made me trust at least my disc on the forehand. I really like how it flies. I don't know. Feels, the forehand's not back yet, but we're working on it. We're bringing it back, and it's on the right path. I would say on this hole, this is probably my favorite pin because it's just a very fair, pure shot. But this one's pretty good also. It is tucked a little further than you think off the tee. Come on. Nope. There might be a strike for somebody if they want to come find it. I might be parked. I don't know. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for you, my strike is actually right here. Pretty good in the widest part of the green. We need a birdie. Yep. Oh, I thought I was about to get Mach X'd again. Anything right side of the pole, I feel like is just gonna get shoved out. This is a hole that I feel like is a legitimate par 4. The basket's basically, well, I don't even know if I want to call it a legit par 4. Let's be real. It's only 371, but it is a shot that, I don't know. You can go over the top over here, but it kind of bends around the corner in a way that almost isn't like accessible. I don't know. We're just gonna throw it, see what happens. Really liked my line. I just pulled it a touch. Yeah, see, and it just lands right there with nothing. Yeah, tricky shot here. I wish I could rethrow it because I was thinking the basket was a little more over here. It's actually kind of tucked down in there. So I feel like you either got to go over top or I at least had to try and just throw it further. Love it. I might go in. I don't know if either one of us can see that, but it seemed good enough. Frisbee has been found. I actually do think I kind of gave it a run. A little deep, so. Bro! Damn it. Nose it up! Yeah, alright. We have a fantastic hole here. Basket perched up there. Big old turnover. We're throwing from right over here. This hole usually calls for like a nice turnover that kind of just stalls out at the end, or not stalls out, but pushes up forward at the end. It's only 288, but I think I'm gonna go strike again. Oh, that's so good. Right at the bottom of the hill, little putt. This is even better than I thought it was. I thought I was sitting more maybe like here. There it is. Come on. If you guys suck at putting, breathe in and go when you putt. It'll make you 10 times better. Hole 14, 285. It's a little bit of like a flexor that kind of just stalls to flat at the end. You got to beat the trees out there. There is a tight little inside turnover, but kind of just going to crash it. Should be far enough to just kind of get over it, hit some trees and drop. Should have a putt. Birdie. Gosh, whoever's been putting work in on this course, thank you. Because like it looks better than it ever has. They got some mulch going here. Looks like some high water, kind of keep it a little drier on the green. This place is beautiful. There's a few courses, especially in the St. Cloud area, Milstream and what's it called? Hidden Lakes. They're courses where there's certain times of year where you play them and it's kind of that early summer, spring, and that like late fall. Because if you come out here in the summer, it is so mosquito-y, so wet. It's just like the worst time ever. So happy to get out here right now, and the course is just in great condition. Hole 15 out here at Milstream is a tricky one. There's a stream that kind of winds through the fairway, and then the shot is like a nice late turnover, 273 strike. I'll let you know if you can come out here and find one of my strikes. Otherwise, hopefully I can get a birdie. I actually really like that. Oh my God, I just fucking aced it. What the shit? I don't know if it stayed in, but that is quite the opposite of going in the river. Oh my God. What the? Well, we gotta keep it rolling to go check. That is insane. It's a mock X, and it looked, from what I could see kind of through the trees, it looked like I hit dead center. So there's no way that spits back out. Gosh, this is one where if I aced it, I can't tell if it's in there. Oh my God, this is like an all-time ace, but it's even funnier because I'll be honest, I was borderline about to throw the short pin and just kind of not sacrifice a disc. Holy, I hope this is in. Please be in. Please be in. I'm not seeing it. Damn it. Dang it! You know what sucks too is mock X's aren't very loud, so you probably couldn't even hear the chains ching. But the disc is right next to the basket. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Oh. That is an all-time ace. Look how small this green is though. You know what I was talking about? Decent little landing zone over here, but I'm actually so sad. Well, that brings us to hole 16, 315 feet. This is a tricky hole also. It's a very like knife hyzer, super flipper that kind of pushes straight at the end. Or you can play just a pure hyzer that kind of gives you like a 30-foot to the left putt, or a flex forehand, but if you stall it out, you're toast. Thinking either strike or cicada. I'm gonna stand on the tee to see how the angle looks. I think we're gonna go cicada just to get it to push a little more forward. It's a tricky hole. If that misses some of that, oh, that's actually great. Nice. Gotta get a little lucky on this one. I kind of think what this course has taught me today is I always play to park holes. And I think a lot of these Milstream holes, you have to simply play for the putt. You can't really play them to park them. You got to play for the high percentage shot, give yourself the look, and kind of just make it happen in order to score. Still dialing in this new ESP Cicada, but I'm liking it so far. A little easier to flip. Oh! Like this one's interesting because it says it's only 340 and it's technically downhill, but I want to throw a DD1 at it, but I also don't think that I need to. Like I kind of think a strike, a little more controlled shot can get there. Oh, but you got to turn it. Did that even ever come down? Wish you guys could see the basket, but it's basically tucked just into these trees over here. If that sits, that's really good. Yeah, no real stroke for the putt, so we're gonna have to go with the old shovel pass. What? What? Third time's the charm? Nope. Thanks for staying till the end of this video. We got one more hole left. But if you're at all looking for a new Frisbee, do me a favor. Head over to Power Grip USA. Use code Broderick10 to save yourself 10%, or use Broderick Free Ship to save on shipping on orders over $25. Why, you may ask? Well, Power Grip's actually flying me out to the World Championships in Finland this year. And that's gonna be pretty fun. They're supporting what I'm doing. We're gonna be over there making some content. Only the people who stayed to the end of this video are gonna know that for now. So, thanks for being here. You also don't have to go buy a Frisbee, it's fine, but just figured I'd remind you. I kind of forgot about hole 18. Par 4, once again, you know, controversial. But unless they trim some trees up, basically the basket is super far around the corner. This hole might be my only complaint about this course. I don't necessarily feel like it's maybe a bad hole. I just think it's a really bad hole 18. Something about ending on a, I don't know, maybe I just suck at disc golf. Something about ending on a hole that just like seems borderline like ungettable because of the angle. You can definitely get it. I'll probably watch this. I'll probably get decently close, but it's just not my favorite. I don't know. I feel like there's so much property here that there could have been one more hole somewhere else maybe. And this one just, I've always thought it's like a lackluster end to just a fantastic course. Oh, that being said, super high venom shot. See where it gets us. Oof. I don't know. There you have it. Milstream Disc Golf Course, St. Joseph, Minnesota. If you're in Minnesota and you've never been over to the St. Cloud area to play disc golf, come play this course. Come play Hidden Lakes. Go play Riverside. It's the classic park style course. There's some hidden gems over here. Some really good disc golf. Always happy to get out here. Couldn't have picked a better day. Couldn't have picked a better weekend, even though it's a Wednesday. But my weekend starts now. Gonna head up to the cabin, have some fun. But I guess the question posed earlier in the video, do I still think this course kind of holds up? I think overall it does. But I also think you could get away with throwing like probably 3 discs on this entire course. It's more of like what you decide to do, because I forced the strike on a lot of the shots, whereas they probably would have been different discs. You know, maybe if I had like a spotter, or if I just felt like going into the weeds today, or, you know, stuff like that. But I think it does still hold up. I feel like this is a very good course for just having a lot of different shot shapes. So really enjoyed it out here. But also, there's the basket I'm going for. Here's my drive, which is like not great, but like not that bad. Here's a short pin. I don't know. I don't throw that far. So good players like Cal Longquist, Alex Geisinger, other people who throw far in Minnesota to this, 100%. Could I maybe to it with a flippier disc on more highs there on a calmer day? Maybe, but I don't know. I don't love it. Little Prodigy PA3 blue with a cream stamp. Traded Austin for this one, just 1 for 1, because I really liked it. There we go. Should do it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.